When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Rice Owls offense will get the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happens.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. They'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Moore to the air. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. Continues to fight for yards. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rushes on him. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Walker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, fourth down.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll move the tight end. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And that is exactly how you draw. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The play action fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
Timeout, Rice.
On the ready. Quick release on the RPO. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got to...
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Plucks it out of the air. Make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
325.
Making side adjustments here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Got it.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11.
Gaucho. Ready.
Looking to fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Ready.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Alexander. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Owls line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Rice! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players in. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Moore to the air. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolute perfect. That'll make it a one-possession. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush.
He's got it down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore will throw. Under fire. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
They'll try to run for it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Here we go, set.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
Moore to the air. Complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, what a caught! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
11-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They're going back to the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Let's go, let's go.
Pushes ahead. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Hauls it in. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7.
He's loose. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
42.
Wants to go up top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. The 40, at the 30, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.